It is Tuesday, fresh out the shower. You see your boy got a clean shave, nice taper, no longer looking like a werewolf in 2026 on this beautiful Tuesday. And I'm outside right now. And if you notice, the Benz is nowhere to be found. Why? Because it's in the shop, had the high pressure power steering hose go out on me. So we trying to get that taken care of. Ordered the wrong part, and now we scrambling to find another one, because if you order it from the dealership, it's going to take like 10 business days to get here. But it is what it is. And this is why I say, guys, it's very important when you embark on luxury vehicles that, one, you make sure that you keep a reserve at all times, and two, make sure, if you can, have a backup vehicle. Even though my car is going to be down, you see right there, I'm going to always be able to hop in the Beamer. But see, I got this one here with me. Oh yes, been about a week since I walked her, because last week, as you know, I had jury duty on Monday. I think I had to go to work on Tuesday. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't go to work on Tuesday. But anyways, I'm just glad that this one is back up and walking normal, because last Friday, guys, I came home, started training with my son, and this one here was overly excited, and she got behind me when I was throwing my son passes, and I accidentally stepped on her paw. And it's the paw where her bad knee is, because she got arthritis. She's old as hell. So she started yelping and everything, and I was like, what the hell? And I didn't realize she was behind me, and I wear a size 12, okay? I walk around about 175 pounds. So for me to step on her bad leg and on her paw, it was crazy. But I know that we do that from time to time on accident, and I nursed her back up to health, so she's walking normal again, guys. But we just got to be careful. But anyways, as I do my reflection walk like I normally do you guys feel like it's very difficult to live a regular life without, let's say, politicians, big tech companies trying to sedate us, trying to get us to be addicted to whatever product that they're selling, whether it be technology, AI, food, social media, gambling, whatever it is? I feel like, yes, politicians, big tech companies, big companies in general are really trying to sedate us, and they're trying to prevent us from thinking independently. They want to get us addicted to take away the logical portion of our minds. And what I say is this: AI is cool. Technology is cool because it definitely makes your life easier. But do not lose your mind, lose your sanity, lose your money, lose your lifestyle to these things. Because if we know that most of these companies don't give a shit about us, why would we allow them to take control over our lives? No, you got to resist the slave mind. Shout out to Andrew Tate. You definitely have to do that, especially when you are following these celebrities, these content creators, streamers, athletes that are trying to get you to gamble. Anybody that is promoting gambling, that's trying to get their audience to gamble, they don't really give a shit about you guys. They truly don't, because we all know that in most cases, you are going to lose a lot of money gambling. The house always wins. So why the hell would you promote something that's a detriment to your community? I don't think that that is a great thing at all. It's a bad decision. But it just goes to show that These people that you follow don't really give a fuck about you. They all about making money. They're not trying to help you. They're not trying to make your life better at all. So make sure when you decide to follow these people, whether it be for entertainment purposes, or even if it's something that, you like watching them because they might help improve your life, make sure that they're doing that first before entertaining, because you don't want to continue to watch, participate in mindless entertainment, especially people who don't care about your well-being, who are not trying to help you take your life to the next level and be as successful as them. Stop following them. All right? Well, you already know it's Tuesday. Tuesday content starts right now. Good day, good people. It's AT Malone. The first in my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. Now, this week I was actually able to do my reflection walk. Oh yes, and I had a lot to say. Things that's going on in my personal life. For an example, I was telling y'all about what's going on with the Benz, and it got even worse because the part cannot be ordered in the US. I'm going to have to go through the dealership and pay double the amount of money that I pay for the part that doesn't fix. And it's going to take about 10 days for it to come in. But when you drive foreign vehicles, these are the things that you're going to have to deal with from time to time. It's a German car, so they got to order the part from Germany. It's an odd part too, since it's a power steering high pressure hose. So they don't keep those things in stock, and it is what it is. This is always why you should have a contingency plan. You should always have a backup for a backup. That's why I love Batman so much, because he has a contingency plan for every single thing. And in my alternate universe, that's who I would be anyway. I would be Batman because I love the way that he thinks, how analytical and logical he is. And he took his pain, his trauma, and turned it into a positive thing. That's why he became a vigilante. I know a lot of people think he's a superhero. He's a vigilante, guys. He breaks the law, but he has a good reason for doing it. He's getting the bad guys. But also making sure, guys, that we stay conscious of the information and the things that we watch that goes into our minds, because we do not want to be poisoned by being sold things that are not good for us. But this is why I promote Revita, guys. Revita, yes, this is why I promote this stuff, because I'm not going to promote anything that I don't stand by and that's not going to help you guys. So if you have not got your Revita, you need to go online and go get it. I'm telling you, from a person that has some thinning hair, all right? This works. It's been working since I've been using it. So make sure that you go ahead and get your Revita. You got, your ends are breaking on you and you're starting to see some thinning going on in your hair as you age. Go ahead and get it. It works. The shampoo and conditioner has you looking good, feeling good. But you also need to know that on this channel, I'm only going to promote things that are going to be good for you. I've thought about, like, what if, a cigar company comes to me and wants to promote the channel, or maybe a whiskey company, because I do enjoy my cigars and my whiskeys. And I'm just not sure if I would go that route. If I did, I would have like a separate channel for that, because I would never want to lead my audience astray. I want to promote positivity, but also realness and being genuine. And I will never, ever set my audience up for failure. You will never see me promoting gambling or any type of degenerate activities that's not going to help propel your life. Never going to do it. Mark my words, it's not happening. But anyways, that's enough of my freestyle thoughts. You know why we are here. We are here because it's Tuesday. We are on The Richest Man Who Ever Lived, King Solomon's Secrets to Success, Wealth, and Happiness. And we are finally on chapter 10. titled Turning Your Worst Enemy into Your Best Friend. Now, it starts off with a proverb, 15:32, and it states, "He that refuses instructions hates himself, but he who listens to reproof acquires understanding." Now, most people today hate criticism and treat it as a dreaded enemy. They do everything to avoid it. When it comes, they defend against it, rationalize it, run from it, or attack the critic. Now, better than secret love. These reactions to criticisms can be more destructive than the criticism themselves. Solomon tells us in Proverbs 27:5, instead of reacting to it as an enemy, we should respond to it as a secret lover. Open rebuke is better than secret love. It's like the moment when you realize that you fell in love with somebody. Everybody has felt that, at least most people who've been in love, right? Or that first kiss, you get that fireworks. This is the feeling that Solomon is talking about when somebody is criticizing you. So you kind of got to keep it in your mind when somebody is, criticizing you. Think about, okay, the first time that I fell in love, what was that feeling like? Or when I first kissed my significant other, how did that make me feel? And then you translate that into when you're being criticized by somebody. Instead of getting in defense mode, be open to it, basically. Embrace it, all right? So, Solomon claims that criticism is even better. Now, I know you're like, how is criticism better than falling in love? That feeling of falling in love, that first kiss fireworks feeling. Well, I'm going to tell you. When you receive criticism, you embrace it. Just like I said, you can question that criticism so you can gain further insight in order to improve. And that is the key factor, guys. You look at criticism as a way that you can improve yourself. So most people, they don't like to be criticized. They don't like to get put on the spot. But if you are really trying to elevate yourself and push yourself and just be a better person in general, you're going to be open to criticism. Now, one thing that I just recently did is I hit my brother up because one of the videos that I posted on a ghost channel for my son's basketball games for his coach to watch, it got thousands and thousands of views, right? More views than what I have ever done on my All Things WWE channel, my A.T. Malone 1985 channel. And I'm like, dog, what am I doing wrong? And my brother is like, well, you're probably using, too many hashtags and you probably need to limit that. And I took that criticism and I was like, you know what? All right, cool. I'm gonna try that. And what ended up happening? I listened to what he said and the views started going up. So you have to be, open-minded. And even though that's my little brother and I'm the big brother, my ego is not so far out of the stratosphere to where I can't listen to criticism from my younger brother. And even if you're at work and you're, talking to somebody that reports to you, it works the same way. Even though that they're under you, you need to be okay with the criticisms that they have because you want to be a better leader, right? So you have to be open to what they have to say, the people that are following you, so you can lead them the best way possible. Now, how do you deal with criticism? If you are like most of us, you probably react to criticism in one or more of the wrong ways. People's natural reactions are defending yourself or your actions, go on the offense, attack the critic, shift the blame, go into denial by making excuses and running away. And these are the wrong ways to deal with criticism. And turning our backs can have devastating consequences. Now, we expect these behaviors from children, from women, honestly, because women are emotional, right? But for men, that is never going to be okay. We have to be the ones that have the thicker skin. And I can tell you this also. Reacting in that way, getting in defense mode can just completely destroy a relationship, okay? Now, when I was married, and I was going through the whole divorce phase of it. My attorney told me, you need to try counseling. And even though I knew it wasn't going to work because I don't believe in counseling, been there, done that, it doesn't work for me, I said, okay, fine. So I did it and nothing was really happening. And then one day, the counselor made us sit face to face and air out our grievances. And when it was all said and done, counselor looked at my son's mother and was like, you are the problem. You are the reason why y'all are in this situation. Not him, it's you. After that, didn't want to go to counseling anymore. And that was the end of the marriage, okay? So, guys, I say that to say this. We have to get to a point to where we have to be open to criticism and not go on the offensive or attack the critic or run away from it. No, if you want to be a better person, you got to attack it head on and be open to what the criticism is, because they could be telling you the truth. All right. Now, the consequences of reacting negatively to criticism: unhappiness, lack of fulfillment, and worse. In Proverbs 15:32, Solomon writes, he that refuses instructions hates himself, but he who listens to reproof acquires understanding. Now, reproof is another word for criticism. The Hebrew word for instruction is chastening or disciplinary instructions. Now, today that just means constructive criticism. So Solomon is telling us whoever can't take constructive criticism is hurting themselves. In contrast, those that can take constructive criticism increases their level of understanding. That is 1000% true. Now, Solomon gives us a warning to those who can't accept criticism in the first chapter of Proverbs. They would not accept my counsel. They rejected all my reproofs. So they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the waywardness of the naive shall kill them, and the complacency of fools shall destroy them. In other words, when you reject counsel or criticism, you will get your way, but it will lead to your own undoing. Now, if you notice, a lot of relationships end because one party cannot take criticism. You also can't criticize a couple of communities without getting canceled, without being called racist or bigoted, or that you are just full of hate. And that is the rainbow community, that is black people, the black community, and it is the small hat community. If you say anything about those three communities, for black people, you know, you're going to be labeled an Uncle Tom, a coon, a sellout. Now, and then if you say any criticism towards the alphabet community, oh, you're just full of hatred, and love is love no matter what it is, and you should acquiesce to that, even though you are in touch with reality and you know damn well that living that lifestyle is demonic. It does not help push society. You can't even procreate naturally. That's just the facts of the matter. Doesn't mean that you hate them. That's just what your criticism is and your opinion about it. Now, me personally, I'm cool with people that do, bat for the other team. But that does not mean that I support their lifestyle. See, I can support you as a person, but not support your lifestyle, right? And the people that, I am cool with, they understand that. Why? Because they're in touch with reality. And it's okay to have criticism towards anything or anyone, right? But we live in a world to where you have to go with what everybody else is doing. And if you choose not to, or if you have criticisms, even in your own community, they will be quick to cancel you. They will call you names. They will try to dox you. They will react so negative instead of saying, you know what, you got a point there. Yes, black people should be doing better. We should be ostracizing the ones that are bad for the community. We should not be supporting supporting criminals. We should not be saying free so-and-so when we know damn well they committed that crime and they belong in jail. You know, we should be promoting more of two-parent households instead of this single motherhood going around. We should not be having our youth sagging their jeans like we used to and continuing that bad behavior or that's YN behavior. No, we should be disciplining our children anytime they do something wrong. So when they grow up, it's not the cops or the system that's disciplining them. But when you say these type of things or say, hey, Democrats are not for black people, guys. Oh my God, you are such a sellout. Who brainwashed you? Well, if you look at the history and you do a deep dive, and even if you look at things now, no, you should not want to be tied to the government in any kind of way. You want to be independent. You just want people to move out the way and at least give you the opportunity to be successful on your own. All right. So it's my little rant about that because that hits home a lot. Now, problems that can't be fixed. In Proverbs 10:17, Solomon says that the person who heeds correction or constructive criticism will stay on the path of a fulfilling, reproof, productive life. But the person who refuses will stray off that path. When we wrongly react to criticism, we stray off the path to a fulfilling life, according to Solomon. In Proverbs 29:1, he warns a man who remains stiff-necked after many rebukes will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. Now, this is really where you have to learn to be your hardest critic, guys, because when anybody gives you criticism, a lot of the things you might have already said yourself. So it's kind of like they're giving you that insight that you already have, right? That, okay, well, I already told myself this, so this is reassuring me what I told myself is correct. So when you are your hardest critic, you're not so emotional and you're not going to react in a negative way when you're hearing things about you that actually could be beneficial to you. Now, poverty and shame. We all don't like poverty. In Proverbs 13:8, Solomon warns poverty and shame will come to him who neglects discipline, but he who regards reproof will be honored. Now, who the hell wants to be broke? Now, wouldn't you listen to a wealthy person? I know I listen to wealthy people all the time because I'm trying to get to where they're at. So if they're saying, hey, you're living beyond your means and maybe you should invest in this company, I'm going to do it because if they've proven the concept of being wealthy and making good financial decisions and they're criticizing me when I'm not even at their socioeconomic status, that would be dumb of me not to follow instruction, not to take heed to their constructive criticism and modify things that I'm doing in my life. At the end of the day, I'm trying to be rich, okay? I'm not trying to live paycheck to paycheck. I want to be able to establish generational wealth. That way, when I hit that millionaire status, that is a cycle that I have broken, okay? So, stupidity. Solomon sums up the consequences of refusing criticism with a single word in Proverbs 12:1. He who hates reproof is stupid. Now, who doesn't want to get information that could prevent them from making a mistake or taking their lives to the next level? I would hope nobody. But some people are just stupid, guys. They are. They don't want to listen to nobody. They're not open to constructive criticism. They're narcissistic in their ways because they think whatever they believe is 1000% true. And life doesn't work that way. We all want to be right. I want to be right all the time, but I'm not right all the time. So I'm open to suggestion. If it's from my son, if it's from my lady, from my mom, my brother, my whole ecosystem of people who are around me give me criticism all the time. Why? Because they want what's best for me. So you got to think about that. When people are criticizing you and you know that they care about you, because we do have people who are going to criticize you, who don't give a damn about you, who want to make sure that you do not grow and progress, and they want to keep your ego as small as possible so they can run over you, or they perceive you as a threat, you got those people too. If they perceive you as a threat or competition, don't listen to their criticism, okay? Because they're trying to knock you off your game, and they're not going to want to see you surpass them, because I've been there too. I've had family members that criticize me over and over again because they did not want to see me win. They did not want to see me doing better than them. And I also had so-called friends that did the same exact thing because they viewed me as their competition, which I am their competition. And I'm telling you now, you know me. Whenever I get this ball rolling, I'm going to steamroll over your ass because I'm a competitor. I got to be number one. And in order for me to be number one, I got to listen to the people who want me to win, who are my supporters, who wants to see me take things to a next level, maybe to where they couldn't even take it. That's why I listen to them, okay? But hey, this is what we have for Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some additional insight that you probably need to keep your week going to make you successful. But at the end of the day, be open to constructive criticism, and it's going to take you further beyond your own personal belief. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.
Feel like they trying to box me in, so I keep a small circle around me, so fuck friends, I can't be real.